All right, welcome back. Make some noise. All right. Well, okay. All right. Yes. Let's go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, with us today is the Cabinet Secretary for Youth, the Arts and Sports. Make some noise for Ababu Namwamba! Yeah. Sasa, ndone youth wako na sauti. One more time, make some noise! Yay! Sema wabebe! Wabebe! Karibu sana waziri.
My goodness, the energy.
Yes. Karibu sana waziri.
I needed this.
You needed this, yes?
Yes.
Well, I guess let's start the water week, waziri. Si wamekulima huku nje.
Hapana, mimi made of stand stuff.
Yes. Wow. I mean,
yeah.
when you look at what's happening, many people, they see, of course, waziri, they see the sound bites, they see the choice moments on news. But what is it like to wake up and find yourself trending on social media as a leader?
You get used to the territory.
Yeah.
You can call it an occupational hazard.
Yes.
So you get into this space, and I've been in this space for long. Mm-hmm. I've been in this space for, forever.
Yes.
I got into this public space pretty early in my life, and so you get used to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You worry a lot about the people around you.
Okay.
You worry about family.
Right.
You are about your close friends, your associates, because some of the stuff that flies around can be quite unsettling.
Yes.
And of course, before you get into this space, or after you get in, you realize that you need the skin of a crocodile.
Yes.
On top of a hippo and maybe a buffalo.
Yeah.
All piled into one skin.
Yes.
But then you know that those around you, the people you love, the people you care for, may not be as accommodating,
yes,
as comfortable as you are.
Right.
So that is a concern for me.
Yes.
But otherwise, for myself, you flow with the tide.
Right.
Alafu najua pia hii staff ni moto ya gazeti sana. More often than not, ni moto ya gazeti.
Yes.
Leo.
Yes.
Kesho something else has taken over.
Yes.
So, you flow with it. And especially, if you know that this whole stuff really has got nothing real. It's not real. It's not.
Right.
And the people who more often than not talk about you in that space know nothing about you.
Right.
They don't know you.
Yes.
You don't know them. And so to worry about what they say is really to waste your time and energy. Yeah, so I ignore.
Yes.
Pass.
Yes.
You move
Hard
on.
pass.
Yes.
And whenever, so, this week you appeared before the National Assembly. And do you think that, what is happening, do you feel it is targeted, or is it just an exercise of democracy?
I mean, you could look at it from any point of the compass.
Right.
I am looking at it from 7D.
Okay. Yes.
I'm looking at it from 7D.
Yeah.
From one angle, I've sat in that parliament for 10 years.
Yes.
I have served in that parliament as a member of parliament. I have sat in that parliament as a chair of very significant committees, like the Public Accounts Committee, the Justice Committee, the Parliamentary Select Committee on the Constitution. I've chaired those committees in that parliament, so I've had responsibilities. I have sat in that parliament as Secretary General of ODM.
Right.
Very political position.
Yes.
So I have felt pretty much every emotion imaginable. I have also been in that parliament as a member of parliament and a minister at the same time.
Right.
During the coalition government. So I have felt pretty much everything you can imagine in that parliament. And so I have a good understanding of what goes on in that house. Number one, you can look at it as a normal oversight.
Right.
Because
Which is their mandate.
Parliament has got the constitutional,
Yes.
immutable oversight responsibility. It's the only institution in the Constitution
Right.
with the responsibility to oversight.
Right.
And in that context, I am more than happy to be subjected to oversight. Because you see, oversight keeps you on the straight and the narrow. Oversight keeps you aware that and reminded that you are not doing this for you.
Right.
We don't hold these public offices for us. It is for the people. And Parliament is the house of the representatives of the people. So that is really the arena where you should be oversighted.
Yeah.
So I look at it in the context of oversight. Of course, being a house of siasa, you cannot miss a dose, a touch,
Yes.
okay, a feel
Yes.
of the political. But that is part of the game, so you roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and so first, when you look at it, also, there's, like you said, this is something that's being done for the people, but there are definitely hurdles that you faced since being appointed. Anything you say is, taken with some scrutiny. So I play you just a clip here. This is recent. You're just making an announcement, and then I'll tell you why I played it. It's just an announcement you're making. So we'll take a look at it.
Do you want me to see, or
Yes,
do you,
yes.
do I
Yeah,
look
yes.
away?
No. See.
Our team Kenya to the 19th World Athletics Championships, Budapest 2023. We are confident in this team. This team was selected by Athletics Kenya in broad daylight. There are no secret servers in the manner in which this team was selected, because it was selected in the open.
Right. When you said there were some, the need for you to always say such, do you feel like sometimes people should just less work, because you had to say that this team was selected, and then you said, akukuwa na server huku. Do you feel like there's always need for you to emphasize that this is a transparent process?
I mean, unless, the word server
is very political.
not just political, it has got multiple meanings in our Kenyan lexicon now, the Kenyan ecosystem. But really that was just to emphasize that this is a process that was very transparent, it was very open. We witnessed it happen at Nyayo Stadium, and I believe the team represents Kenya, and there's really no reason to doubt the manner in which, or the clean manner in which it was picked.
Right.
You think it somehow ilikwaruza mtu wrong way?
Inaweza, unajua server ni mtu anaweza kuwa anasema huyu alikuwa anasema nini. Upate watu kesho wako maandamano. Julikana mambo ya server. You never know. Yeah.
But it was said in good faith.
Good faith. Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Pun intended a little.
Yes.
But really, nothing really to besmirch anybody, to besmirch anything.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you, one question, of course, I know you're supposed to, not be partisan, but una support team gani? Kwa roho ya waziri, locally.
Locally?
Yes, what is your team? Watu wa Gore? Yeah. Okay. Watu wa FC? Yeah. Oh, so huku ni mostly God.
Naona Kogalo imetamba hapa.
Yeah.
But you see, as cabinet secretary,
yes,
honestly, Willis, these are all my teams. The other day, I was at Nyayo National Stadium cheering Kakamega Homeboys.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I went to watch the last Mashemeji derby.
Yes.
Kogalo Ingwe.
Yes.
And I was just cheering the two teams.
Yes.
The teams, anytime you wear Kenyan colors to represent this country, I cheer for you unreservedly, unequivocally, without circumlocuting around my loyalties.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And so my first love is Harambee Stars and the Harambee Starlets, the women team and the male team. So our Harambee Stars team is one that I support absolutely.
100%.
Anytime any of these clubs qualify to represent Kenya, then I must support them. I really wanted Kogalo in the CAF Champions League.
Yes.
And I was very upset, Willis. I'm still very upset.
Yes.
That someone slept on the job, that someone actually undermined the interests of our Gor Mahia players.
Right.
I have not recovered yet. I'm still quite upset. And I would have cheered Kogalo all the way. I gave them 10 million shillings to support them, believing that that man would have helped them to prepare for that. Be it as it may, so you want me to choose between the Mashemejis? You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me, Willis.
Okay, internationally
Sasa
then.
hawa mashemeji wawili. Majirani, mashemeji, mabeshte, wote ni na walombo top.
Walombo top.
Yeah. So I really am a big supporter. This one I will now say.
Okay.
Cabinet secretary and all, I am a big supporter of community clubs.
Okay.
Because I believe community clubs really reflect that sense of communal engagement in sports.
Right.
So Gor Mahia, FC
Mathare,
Leopard, Shabana, Moranga, Seal,
Yes.
okay? All these clubs, they're clubs that I really get excited to see grow. Because I know that they really reflect that hustler spirit of everybody getting an opportunity to be a part of it. So I'm very happy that Shabana is back,
yes.
in the Premier League. I'm very happy that Moranga Seal are making their maiden appearance in the league.
So, wewe mwenyewe kama mheshimiwa Ababu uliingiaje kwa siasa?
So one morning, someone walks into my office. My secretary tells me, you have a guest. I walk to the reception. I find a gentleman carrying, it was a Monday.
Right.
It was a Monday morning. So this gentleman is carrying a copy of the Sunday Nation. And he has opened to the editorial page where my column for the previous day was published. And so the gentleman tells me, I'm looking for the human being who wrote this article.
Right.
So I tell this gentleman, come on, get into my office.
Yes.
So he comes into my office. We sit down to talk, and we end up talking the whole morning. Wow. We must have talked for like 3 hours. And it is an article that I had written about my vision for Kenya, where I see Kenya in the next decade or so, and what ails Kenya, our politics, our economy, and all that kind of stuff. And so we talk, and this gentleman tells me, tell me, have you ever thought of getting into politics? And I'm like, nah.
Hard pass.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So then he told me, you are doing a lot of work here. I was practicing law under my law firm, Ababu Namwamba and Company Advocates. But I also had a civil society organization called the Chambers of Justice, where we were doing a lot of work with the civil society on constitutional issues, on governance, and all that kind of stuff. Then he tells me, you are so passionate about a new constitution for Kenya.
Yeah.
You are so passionate about a Kenya better governed. Do you know the best platform to bring these ideas to reality is on the floor of Parliament? That was 4 years before the 2007 elections. And I would go on to run in those elections.
Right.
And win and get to Parliament. And that gentleman was the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right.
So,
okay.
Willis, I was sort of headhunted.
Yes.
I was headhunted by William. Allow me to call him William.
Yes.
Because that is how I call him then. At that time, he was Member of Parliament for Eldoret North. He had been elected to Parliament himself very young. He had been elected to Parliament at the age of 30. And then when he came to talk to me, he was, I believe, in a political transition.
Right.
His party, KANU, at that time, had just been scattered to the four winds by the NAC juggernaut that got Kibaki into power. And so himself and our fourth president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, who had been his candidate in that election, were trying to find their routing. And I think they were headhunting. They were headhunting talent. One thing I can say about President William Ruto is that he's good at spotting talent. He's good at spotting talent and good at progressing that talent. All right. Here I am.
And here you
I
are.
went on to serve 10 years as Member of Parliament. I went on to serve as Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports in that cabinet of President Kibaki, the coalition cabinet. And here I am. Now he's my president. Na mimi ni mtu yake ya mikono, mtu yake ya mkono, michezo hapa, sanaa, vijana. Sasa mimi ni mtu yake ya mkono hapa. Na yeye ndiye alinitafuta, akaniingiza kwa hii tab.
Okay, so these young people also want to get to know you, of course. Umesema hapo youth affairs, how do youth hapa hivi. So also, of course, they have their questions and we'll allow them to ask, but let's, in terms of music, you listen to some Kenyan music. What are some of your favorite songs right now?
I listen to Kenyan music. I must admit that the Kenyan music scene is quite big.
Yes.
I mean, it's quite vibrant.
Yes.
And I enjoy the whole spectrum of Kenyan music, whether it is gengeton. Gengeton is now a big thing. Or it's the more traditional one.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Vaida, Mwana Inyanya, Mwana Indumbu. Or I listen to them all. I listen to all that stuff. Yeah.
All right, so it's a wide...
And that is why we have brought this whole initiative of Hustler Bazaar. Have you heard of Hustler Bazaar?
Hustler Bazaar.
Hustler Bazaar. Hustler Bazaar is our innovation as a ministry, where we are fusing sports and the creatives and business. So many times you'll see our events with hashtags like rugby, bees, na sherehe. Rugby, bees, na sherehe. Meaning that we have meaning that we have created a space where you can come and enjoy a rugby game.
Right.
And then do some business because we have provided space where people can do business. You can sell some food, you can sell some merchandise, you can sell ushanga and all that kind of stuff. And then you crown it all with some serious sherehe.
Very good.
and that is normally a platform. Mimi ninaona hii crew hapo sherehe ndio. So it gives us an opportunity to enjoy Kenyan music and give artists across the spectrum, the established ones and those ones who are just starting out. Like the last one we had at Kasarani, we had the established ones coming there, and then we also had the very, very unknown ones, very, very unknown, who are just starting out. People like Small Bud is a 15-year-old from 2 students. He's just starting out, okay? And it's really good that his role model is Trio Mio.
Right.
And Trio Mio was performing there. Trio Mio is very young, but Trio Mio is already an established name. And Trio Mio is already now providing that mentorship to this 15-year-old boy. People like Young Pesa, okay? And you blend them together with the big names.
Right.
It's a fantastic thing.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very proud of it. Yeah.
All right. I want to take you back. You mentioned a story where you said you started in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
So one would ask, and everybody's also wondering, sasa, wewe mwenyewe umewahi hustle, umewahi lala njaa, umewahi pata mashida hii town.
Mimi ni hustler. Bwana. Ni hustler ile yote. Kulala njami, I know exactly mahali njaa inagonga. Na vile inagonga. I have felt that. I know what it means to walk to school, okay, with hunger pangs, vying for space in your tummy. I know what it feels. I know what it means to walk to school on barefoot, or to go to school on a bike, to ride to school. I was born in the Ugandan town of Jinja, which is on the shores of the Nile.
Yes.
And my parents had then to move to Kenya because of the upheaval, the instability in Uganda.
Right.
And when they moved to Kenya, it was like a fresh start for them because they had lived pretty much all their lives in Uganda, in Kampala, in Jinja. 8 of us, 7 of us were born in Kampala. I was born in Jinja when they moved to Jinja. Starting afresh for them in Kenya was tough.
Right.
Oh, it's tough. I mean, I always salute my father, Peter. God bless his soul. Passed away 11 years ago. I salute my mother, Agatha. They are incredibly the 2 strongest people I know. And they struggled to start afresh in Port Victoria, in Budalangi, to give us a life. And so, yes, I have seen my parents hustle to raise 8 children, and we have also hustled. You'd want to know, Willis, for instance, that my school fees for high school, my fees for high school, was paid for by the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation. And the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation has this scholarship that is awarded to best performing pupils in national exams.
Right.
Sometimes I actually believe if I had not won that scholarship, I would have had serious trouble finishing high school.
Right.
So I have known the difficulty of paying fees, the difficulty of food, the difficulty of feeding. I know that, and that's why I really feel Kenyans. I really feel the young people of this country when they talk about the struggle to survive.
Yeah.
So from the villages of
was it
Port
called,
Victoria.
I was told, is it what's the village? Nambegele?
No.
Is that the name? Or what's the name of the village?
My hometown is Port Victoria.
Port Victoria.
It's called Port Victoria.
Okay.
Port Victoria, in Budalangi.
In Budalangi, yes.
Busia County. That is where I attended Port Victoria Primary School. And then started the journey that took me to the University of Nairobi for my law degree, all the way to Washington, D.C. for my postgraduate studies. I'm very proud of that journey. It is the journey of a hustler. It is the journey of beating the odds. Never listen to that story. Oh, you are too young. Oh, you are too inexperienced. Oh, sijui hauna experience. Achana na your story. If you are good enough, you are old enough. And what matters in a fight, it is never about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog in that fight. That's what matters. Okay?
Yeah.
It is about the size of your fight. It's about the size of your dream, the size of your passion. And I always tell the young people of Kenya and Africa, go for it.
All right.
Go for it.
Okay. That's a good
And
place
if
to
they
clap.
don't give you opportunity, grab the opportunity.
All right. So we have some questions from the audience here. If you can have a microphone.
My name is Candi.
Candi.
Yes, I'm 24
Like
years.
Candi Candi.
Yes. And I'm a graffiti artist. And so I want to ask on behalf of my fellow youths who have the same interests as me, how can we be included in your docket of art?
You know, one of the things that has excited me the most serving in this position is the opportunity to consolidate that space called the creatives and transform it into a mega industry by monetizing it at the heart of our Talanta Hela initiative.
Right.
Just hearing this question, a young artist, Candi, graffiti artist, she's challenging the traditional boundaries of art and wants to take art to another frame. I can tell you, Candi, you are exactly where you should be. And this ministry is where you belong. This is your home. And as soon as Willis releases me from the arrest of this studio, you and me have a deal on your graffiti art. And I'm not saying this as an idle statement. I'm saying this because this is the heart of our Talanta Hela initiative.
When you
Pronto.
spoke about Talanta Hela, before you take the other question, in the beginning there was sort of a failure to launch, kind of. So what happened to the initial team? What was the story there? Sips Dawa.
There was no failure to launch.
Okay.
Talanta Hela is revolutionary. Talanta Hela is a game changer. It was launched exactly as it should have been.
Okay.
The idea was always the ignition to be done by the president. Because really this is his dream. Talanta Hela really is a presidential initiative. And Talanta Hela is a realization of the dream the president has put in the plan, the dream that the president has put in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda better. And so it was so fitting that we waited for the president to be ready to ignite it, and he ignited it, and it is now rolling. We've just had our national talent camp, 2,000 children, Willis, from all over the country, selected from the ball games, rugby, football, tennis, all of them. They've been here in Nairobi. They've been trained by elite coaches. They've been scouted by federations, by teams, by academies. Talanta Hela.
Yeah.
We've just launched the inter-county football tournament, and it's going on all over. Today, I was following a game in Wajir. A football game, not any other game. A football game of Mandera County, Wajir County, Garissa County, going head-to-head in football.
Okay. Yes.
And I was seeing incredible talents.
Yes.
I would not be surprised if by the time we name the next Harambee Stars to get a player from Wajir or Mandera or Garissa, for me it is incredible.
Right.
And so the program was programmed to run as it is running. And everything is on track. You may be referring to the committee that we had put in place.
Yes.
And you know, Kenyans are very litigious. We love courtrooms. Some Kenyan went to court and had issues with that committee. And we just thought that that whole court process, and court processes in this country can really take forever.
Right.
It had the risk of undermining the program.
Okay.
And that is why we pulled down the team as initially constituted. But the talents in that team, because it was really it was a team of talented Kenyans.
Yes.
I mean, people like Churchill.
Yes.
Who doesn't know that Churchill is really the father of stand-up comedy in Kenya? People, footballers, athletes, okay, like Yego.
Right.
Who doesn't know that Yego really brings that spirit of beating all the odds?
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
People like Sammy Shalay. Sammy played for the Harambee Stars. Top talent. So that team had some really good people.
Yes.
People like Ketak Tress. Okay? And so we have people in that group who will still support the Talanta Hela rollout.
Okay.
People like Shalay are really playing a critical role. Shalay has a brand, a sporting apparel brand called Warrior.
Okay.
And he's already really active even during the ball games in Kakamega.
Okay.
He kitted a lot of teams. So there are people who can continue to be part of this program. So bottom line, Willis,
Yes.
Talanta Hela is on track.
Thanks for this opportunity.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yes. Your hairstyle is cool.
Yeah.
My name is Ram.
Yes. Ram.
Yeah. So mimi
Like
kama Ram.
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 Ile ya computer.
Hiyo.
Your RAM.
Hiyo tu moja. Mimi kama Ram na mates wangu wengine like tuna feel hii support inaendeanga tu wase populace. So unaona wase wako down chaka, yani huku chini ya maji au wenye hawajajulikana. Support ni normal kufika huko. So maybe any idea venye wanaweza get your support.
We have signed an MOU with Tress. You great people, you know Tress. Tress TV, Tress Radio, Tress Music, Tress
Muziki.
Academy,
Yeah.
Muziki. This ministry has signed an MOU with Tress. Under that MOU, we are going to do a special talent search called Who's Next? Who's Next? And Who's Next is who is Kenya's next big star? And Who's Next is going to run countrywide in all the counties. And we'll do auditions, okay? We'll do real live shows, and we'll pick the best artists. Products of Who's Next will be unveiled by the president himself, the patron of Talanta Hela, on Jamhuri Day as Kenya celebrates 60 years of independence.
All right. Okay.
And we are doing that, by the way, in a lot of other programs. I've just told you, while the school ball games were going on, we had scouts picking the best talents in rugby, in football, in tennis. And we brought 2,000 of those talents to Nairobi. Next time, Kati Solago is the coach of the Kenya under-20 rugby team. They're called Chipu. Next time he names Chipu, the next under-20 team, I expect to see boys from the school ball games. Unknowns. Are we together? Next time we name Harambee Stars, we want to see talents like Aldrin Kibet, who lit up the school ball games with some incredible play, absolutely incredible goals.
Okay, so we have a final question here from Mr. MC Gogo.
Yes. Si hata mpige kelele kidogo wewe. Yes. Karibu sana mheshimiwa ndani ya Wabebe Experience. Nisimame sehemu gani? Very nice. So Mhesh, nimekuwa huko nyuma nikaulizwa, je, Mhesh wetu anaelewa Sheng vizuri kweli?
You know, you can put me in a class. I'm a very good learner.
You're a very good learner.
Lakini simekushitua hapa na Kulombo.
Lombotov. Apart from Lombotov, is there any Sheng word that you know?
Hey, you guys nataka kunichanua.
Aya, sasa wacha nikuchanue. Kuna kitu inaitwa maziwa. Sema maziwa.
Maziwa.
Ama pake. Pake. Do you have any idea what that is?
Maziwa ninajua mimi kama ni maziwa. Ni resource.
Ni resource. Actually,
yeah.
Thank you. So maziwa ama pake ni pesa. Now
pake.
Pake.
Inamaanisha hata ukikanyaga nyanya ya mtu.
Hawezi nini? Hawezi lipa. Akorada Wapi kelele ya Mhesh wewe? Very nice. Hauna pake.
Unaona hata ukikatia mwenzako.
So sasa hii hata unaweza ita Talanta pake, Talanta Hela, Talanta pake. Very nice. All right. Sheng nyingine moja ya mwisho. Nani anaweza sema sheng moja word tufuze Mhesh sahi? Dimba anaweza jua.
Dimba.
Shock day. Kuna yenye inaitwa shock day. Shock day. Do you know shock day? Can you try and get what? Shock day. Now shock day is tomorrow. For example, unasema shock day tutaenda kuona game ya AFC na Gor. Sawa? At least you can share with the people. Shock day. Bas. Ndio hiyo. Wapi kelele Ababu Namwamba wewe?